Hey friends, my name is Z and you're watching Yi Makes It Easy. And welcome to a new video for IGCSE Business Studies, and today we have 3.3a, which is marketing mix for product. And the specification 3.3 is actually just one specification about marketing mix, but it has a lot of different topics like marketing mix for product, place, promotion, price, and technology. So I split it up into 5 different sections: 3.3a, 3.3b, C, D, and E. So stay tuned for that. But anyways, here's 3.3a, and by the end of the lesson, you should be able to describe 3.3.1 for product, and which includes the cost and benefits, brand image, packaging, life cycle, and the life cycle analysis and the product influence decisions. So check out the pinned comment for all the timestamps. But we'll move on now to 3.3.1 product. And here's the cost and benefits of developing new products. And here's marketing mix at first. The marketing mix is a term which is used to describe all the activities which go into marketing a product. And remember that this includes the goods and services. And the producer will aim to convince the consumer or the customer that their product is the one they want to have and they want to buy, and that it meets the needs better than any other competitor's products. Producers often do this by branding their product, by giving them a product a unique name and packaging. And the 4 P's are activities that are part of the marketing mix for a product. So the 4 P's include product, price, place, and promotion, which we'll focus on in the marketing mix in the coming lessons. But this lesson will focus on the product. And this applies to the goods or service itself. It's like designs, features, quality. How does the product compare with other products? And does the packaging of the product or the goods help customers to identify it? And for price, it's the price at which the product is sold to the customer is a key part of the marketing mix or the market mix. And the comparison must be made with the prices of competitors' products, and prices should, in the long run, cover the costs. And for place, this refers to the channels of distribution that are selected. That is, what method of getting the product to the market and to the consumer is to be used, like direct selling or any other methods. And will the manufacturer sell its products to shops or by wholesales? And for promotion, this is like how the product is advertised and promoted, and what types of advertising media will be used. It includes discounts that may be offered or any other types of sale promotion, like money off vouchers or free gifts or like buy one get one free. Then we have the role of product decisions in the marketing mix. The product itself is probably the most important element in the marketing mix, and because without a product that meets the customer needs, the rest of the marketing mix will not work and is unlikely to achieve marketing success. And today, most companies are market oriented. As we looked into a few lessons before, marketing oriented means that you carry out market research before you develop a product, and they spend a lot of money researching the customer's buying habits. After deciding on the product and the appropriate market segment, the other parts of the marketing mix, which includes price, place, and promotion, will be determined. And for the types of products, there are several types of products. In some, producers are sold to consumer, and some can be sold to other businesses. And in addition to physical goods, services are also sold to consumer or customer and to other producers. Products are grouped into different sections, which includes consumer goods, and these are goods which are bought by consumers for their own use, like food or cleaning materials, and consumer services, and these are services that are bought by consumers for their own use, like car repairing. And for producer goods, and these are goods that are produced for other businesses to use, like trucks and machinery. And producer services, and these are services that are produced to help other businesses, like accounting or insurance. And here's developing new products. Producing the right product at the right place is an important part of the marketing mix, and the product needs to satisfy the customers' or consumers' wants and needs. And the product also needs to be of the right quality so consumers are willing to pay for the price. And number 3, the product must not be so difficult to make that the cost of production are greater than the price charged for it, or else you'll be losing money. And number 4, the design of the product is very important, and the quality needs to be appropriate for the brand image. Like a high brand image means a high price, but quality must be high too. And the product also needs to perform to the standard expected by consumers. So here's what a successful product entails. Like satisfying, design, this, and these 6 points right here. Then we have product development, and here's just like a diagram, and I'll just talk through this. Large businesses are trying to develop new products all the time, and smaller businesses are also trying to stay competitive, and therefore they need to keep their products up to the standards of the competitors. And when developing a new product, most businesses go through the process outlined on the right. Number 1, we have the different inputs to generate ideas and select the best ideas for further research. Decide if the company will be able to sell enough for the product to be a success, and develop a prototype, like a proof of concept. And number 5, launch the product in one area to test the market. And number 6, go to a full launch of the product to a whole market. Then we have the costs and benefits of developing new products. And there are various benefits for the business when developing a new product, and these are as follows. A USP, or the unique selling point, will mean that the business will be first into the market with a new product. Diversification for the business, giving a broader range of products to sell. It allows the business to expand into new markets, and it may allow the business to expand into existing markets by having new products or with better technology. However, there are also costs for the business when developing new products. These are as follows. Number 1, the cost of carrying out market research and analyzing the findings. The cost of producing trial products, including the cost of wasted material. The lack of sales if the target market is wrong. And lastly, the loss of company image if the new product fails to meet customer needs. Then we have brand image, the impact on sales and customer loyalty. And here's the importance of brand image, and I'll skim through this. And selling a product directly to the customer makes it easy to inform the customer of the product's qualities and good points. And the salesperson can persuade the customer to buy the product. And today, the manufacturers of most products do not directly sell to the customer because it will be time consuming. This means the product's unique features and the reasons for buying it must be conveyed in a different way. It will have a unique name, a brand name, which is called, and advertising and other promotions will constantly refer to this brand name, and branded products are normally sold as of being higher quality than unbranded products. And let's say businesses can use brands for their products to encourage customers to keep buying the product and not those of their competitors. And consumers may have brand loyalty, which means that they will keep buying the same brand of product instead of trying other similar products. And brand image is important because the brand is more than just an assurance of quality. A business will try to create a complete image for the product based around the brand name. For example, a famous example is Coca-Cola, and Coca-Cola is sold throughout the world and has an image of being superior quality cola drink. And advertising shows people having fun when they drink it and emphasizes that this is a fashionable drink for young people. And here's the role of packaging. And getting the packaging right is just as important as getting other parts of the marketing mix right. And the packaging has 2 functions to perform. Number 1, it has to be suitable for the product to be put in, and packaging has to give protection to the product and allows the product to be used easily, and it has to be suitable for transporting the product from the factory to the shop. So preferably, packaging should not be too delicate or the product could be easily damaged. And number 2, packaging is also used for promoting the product, and it has to appeal to the consumer or the customer, and therefore, the color and the shape of the container is very important. And the brand image will be reinforced by the packaging in which the product is sold. And an expensive product will have a luxurious looking container, often a gold color, because it's like synonymous to like expensive and luxurious. But however, a low cost product may have basic simple packaging with plain colors. And the labels on some product must, as a legal requirement, carry vital information about the product. For example, most labels on the food products sold in supermarkets must explain how to store it and for how long and what ingredients it contains. Because if you don't write it, it's illegal due to the legal requirement. Then we have the product lifecycle, which is the main stages and extension strategies, and draw and interpret a product lifecycle diagram. So here's the product lifecycle. Products do not last forever, and the typical for a product is as follows, like a life cycle, a typical life cycle. Number 1, first a product is developed, and the prototype is tested and market research carried out before the product is launched onto the market, and there are no sales at this time. Number 2, it is then introduced or launched into the market, and sales grow slowly at first because most consumers are not aware of its existence. And informative advertising is used until the product becomes known. And price skimming may be used if the product is a new development and there are no competitors. And we'll look into price in the next video. And no profits are being made at this point as development costs have not yet been covered. Number 3, the sales start growing rapidly, and the advertising is changed to persuasive advertising to encourage brand loyalty. And prices are reduced a little as new competitors enter the market and try to take some customers, and profits start to be made as the development costs are covered. Number 4, the maturity stage. Sales now only increase slowly, and competition becomes intense and prices strategies are now competitive or promotional advertising or pricing, and a lot of advertising is used to maintain sales growth, and profits are at the highest here. Number 5, saturation. Sales reach saturation point and stabilize at their highest point, and competition is high but there are no new competitors, and a high and stable level of advertising is used, but profits start to fall as sales are static and prices have to be reduced to be competitive. Number 6, the sales of the products decline as new products come along or because the product has lost its appeal, and the product is usually withdrawn from the market when sales become so low and prices have been reduced so far that it becomes unprofitable to produce the product, and advertising is reduced and then stopped. So on my left here is the product lifecycle diagram. It's basically this, it's a graph of what I just said just now. Like introduction with the growth stage, the maturity stage starts to decline after maturity, saturation point, and then decline. Then we look into how stages of the product lifecycle can influence marketing decisions, like promotion and pricing decisions. So how stages of product lifecycle influence marketing decisions? So knowing the stage of the lifecycle that a product is in can help a business with pricing and promotional decisions. Number 1, for pricing. A branded product is likely to be sold at a higher price when it is first introduced to the market, as a low price could give the wrong message about the quality. Number 2, the prices are likely to be relatively higher than those of competitors in your growth stage, as the product may still be newer than those of rivals. Number 3, in the saturation or the maturity stage, when the business will want to try to stop sales declining, the price is likely to be reduced as new competitors may launch newer versions of their own products. Number 4, some substantial price discounts might be offered during the declining stage, especially if the business doesn't want to plan to extend its life. And for the promotion, spending on promotion will be higher at introduction stage, and also if it's like a completely new brand, a clear identity will need to be established for it. Number 2, advertising will probably be reduced in later stages, either because the product is well known or because the business wants to use its marketing budget on other newer products. Number 3, the promotion spending might be increased again if the business decides to adopt an extension strategy, and the customer will need to be informed about this and convinced that this product is worth buying once more. And here's extending the product life cycle. When the product reaches maturity or saturation stage, a business may stop sales starting to fall by adopting extension strategies. And these are ways that sales may be given a boost. In some possible ways a business might extend the product of their life cycle include: number 1, introduce new variations of the original product, like a children's version. sell into newer markets, like to another country, make small changes to the product's design, like color or packaging, use an advertising campaign, a new one, introduce a new, improved version of the old product, and sell through additional different retail outlets. If the extension strategies are effective, the maturity phase of the product lifecycle will be prolonged. An example of what might happen is shown in the diagram on the right here, like the growth, introduction, the growth, maturity, saturation, and instead of declining, it will just decline a bit and you just keep on going due to extension strategies. Then lastly, here's some definitions for 3.38 marketing mix for a product. Marketing mix is a term which is used to describe all the activities which go into marketing a product or service. And these activities are often summarized as the 4 P's: product, price, place, and promotion. And USP, or the unique selling point, is a special feature of a product that differentiates it from the products of competitors. Brand name is a unique name of a product that distinguishes it from other brands. Brand loyalty is when consumers keep buying the same brand again and again instead of choosing a competitor's brand. And brand image. Brand image is an image or identity given to a product which gives it a personality of its own and distinguishes it from its competitor's brand. And packaging. Packaging is a physical container of wrapping for a product, and it's also used for promotion and selling appeal. And product lifecycle. It describes the stages a product will pass through from its introduction, through its growth until it is mature, and then finally its decline. And lastly, extension strategy. It's a way of keeping a product at the maturity stage of the life cycle and extending the cycle of the product. And that's it for this video for 3.3a for IGCSE Business Studies, where today we look into marketing mix for product. And I hope you guys found it useful and found it helpful. And if you did, please leave a like and subscribe and comment down below if you have any questions or criticisms. And also check out my Instagram in the description for more daily content. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and we'll move on to 3.3b in the next lesson for pricing. But until then, stay safe and happy learning.